Hey, I'm Siobhan, community cultivator and founder of BeFree Project. The BeFree Project podcast was created for community, sisterhood, and personal growth. Each week, you'll be inspired and motivated to do the work to show up for yourself so you too can feel fulfilled and be free. Now grab a pen and a notebook and let's get into the show. The best decision that you can make today is joining the BeFree Inner Circle at BeFreeInnerCircle.com, a community for like-minded women to find their forever friends and get accountability to do their personal growth work. Your membership includes a private, exclusive community of women who are not only showing up for themselves, but for one another. Weekly live events with me and or guest speakers, daily accountability so this way you can finally get stuff done, mentorship from yours truly, and so much more. Now, there's no long-term commitment and you can cancel at any time. However, I can guarantee the moment you join, you're going to feel a warm embrace and you're going to want to stick around. Every single member of the BeFree Inner Circle will walk away with clarity, fulfillment, and confidence because guess what? When you're around me, you're going to win. So come and grow inside the BeFree Inner Circle at BeFreeInnerCircle.com. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of the BeFree Project podcast. Thank you for tuning in for another week. Okay, so today what I am loving, and I have been waiting to share this, but y'all know I took a much needed break from social and podcasting for a couple of months. And so I didn't get a chance to say how much I am loving Adele's album 30. Y'all, when the album came out, I had been waiting for it. So after hearing Easy on Me, when I tell you that song just spoke to all the pieces of my heart. And you know how if you have Spotify every year at the end of the year, they give you like a wrapped up thing of all the songs that you've listened to and like this curated list that I absolutely love that they do based on the music that you listen to for the year. And so when I was listening to my wrapped up, now keep in mind, Easy on Me came out in November, didn't it, I believe? Anywho, it was my most repeated songs of 2021. And it had just came out at the end of the year. That's how much I listened to that song. So anywho, waiting till the album came out. I did watch the One Night Only special. So I was like, oh my gosh, this album is about to be everything, okay? And then when it came out, I listened to it. I cried on certain songs. And that album was on repeat every day for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now I listen to it a couple of times a week. But anywho, I absolutely love the album. In fact, I'm going to go out here and say I believe this is one of Adele's best albums to date. And I've listened to all of them, but this one, there's only one song that I skip out of all of the songs, you know? And so I absolutely love this album. If you have not listened to it yet, I highly recommend it. Okay, so on to today's topic, which I am so excited to talk about, which is it's time to do a friendship audit. Now, this may be new to some. Maybe this is something that you do every year, but I want to take this time to kind of share why you need to do a friendship audit. And again, because we're at the top of the year, I think it's a beautiful time to really evaluate your friendships. Now, I did an episode several months ago where I talked about evaluating your friendships. So this is maybe, let's call this a part 2 to that particular episode. So y'all hear me saying all the time how I have consciously chosen my friends. And seriously, my friendship group is the absolute best. And in order for me to have the most amazing friends, first and foremost, I had to become a great friend to myself. And if you listen to a lot of the episodes that I've done on friendship, you'll understand why. But I'll say this here, that in order for me to have the friends that I have today, I had to do my inner work. I had to grow. I need to heal. And that is why I'm going to say I have the most amazing friends, because I've consciously chosen them. And the way that I was able to choose them is based on the healing that I had done, right? So when doing a friendship audit, this is where you take time at the beginning of the year or whenever. It doesn't have to be specifically the beginning of the year, but you want to make sure that the friends that you have in your life, they're in your life because you want them there, right? They're in your life because you truly and genuinely love being around them. You love spending time with them. Now, keep in mind that people change, friends outgrow one another, life happens. And what was once a good friendship, you may now be at a place where you need something more. And the best way to figure that out is to audit the current friendships that you have. Now, again, the friends that I have today, I truly manifested every single woman that is in my life that I call friend. Whether she's been in my life for a few years or many years, I manifested her even before I knew what manifestation was. And I knew in my heart that I needed friends around me that were into personal growth. I needed friends around me that could genuinely show up for me and make and hold space, again, before I even knew that language, right? And so when I think about the friends that have been in my life for a long time and then the friends that are in my life now, everyone, and I say this all the time, feels like home to me. Now, one thing that I have in my friendships that I did not know that I needed way back when, and I talked about this in the episode We All Want to Be Seen, is that in my friendships, what I've desired most is to feel seen, heard, and understood. And I have learned that over the last, I would say several months specifically, to be able to use that language, even though it has always been a feeling that I've had internally. All right. Another thing that I've needed in my friendships, and again, I didn't know this like I know it now, is that I needed intimacy, which allows me space to be vulnerable and transparent. And every friend that I have in my life, I have this level of intimacy with them where I can just fully be myself unapologetically. I can express myself and there's never any judgment or anything like that. So every year I like to check in with my friends and I want to see, what do they need from me as a friend? How can I support them? What do they need more of? What do they need less of? And I never want to make an assumption that I am the perfect friend, even though, y'all, I am really amazing. I really am. But I don't want to make that assumption. So I've done the friendship audit, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, a bit ago. And so now, because the core friends that I have in my life, these are my forever friends, the way that I do my audit is a little bit different than what I'm sharing with you today. And because I'm not looking to add new friends, these friends are these are my forever friends. I'm not looking to add any new friends in my life, but I do want to check in and make sure that they're getting from me what they need and also that I'm getting from them what I need, right? Because it's a mutual relationship. And so I will typically send them a voice note or a text message and just remind them that, hey, we're at the top of the year. There's no rush to respond, but this is what I want to make sure, that you're getting from me as a friend. And I want to know what you need, because what they needed last year may be very different this year. And I never want to make the assumption that we just keep doing things the same way year after year after year. Okay. So many of my listeners here on the BeFree Project podcast, I know y'all want better friendships. And I strongly feel in my heart of hearts that every woman needs amazing, great friends in her life. Like, I don't feel like any woman should be doing life without great friendships. I mean, how are you doing life without great friends? I do not know. And we need great friends in our life that we can grow with, that we can laugh with, that we can travel with, that we can cry with, we can talk to and share the intimate, deepest secrets of our lives with, that we can share life with our friends, and we have a witness to our lives. You want friends in your life that you can truly be your full self with, and that they can see like how much you've grown and how much you're accomplishing in your life, and you can see that with them as well. And again, I'm so grateful because the friends that I have in my life, they truly add so much value to my life and they make my life so full. And it adds to the journey of being free and finding fulfillment because I have people around me that genuinely love and care about me. So this is why I want you to do a friendship audit. So this way you too can have the most amazing friends in your life. And I want you to explore what it is that you need in a friend so that way you can begin to attract the type of friends that you want in your life. Now, if you are like me, then you probably fell into friendships, whether at work, high school, college, church, mommy groups, a friend of a friend. Many of your friendships, or some of them, you may have fell into. However, and I did an episode about this on how to consciously choose your friends, but you want to be thoughtful about the people that you call friend in your life. And everyone isn't a friend. You have associates that you hang out with here or there, but when you talk about your friends, these are people that you want in your life, that you want to witness your life and to do life with, right? And I will say after my friendship breakup of 25 years, a few years ago, and I've talked about this in length on the podcast, I took inventory on every person in my life that I called friend. And I paid attention to how many friendships I fell into. And then I decided that every single friend that I wanted and needed in my life, I was going to consciously choose them. And so I told y'all before that, I reached out to people that were close to me at the time. I sent them what I needed from them as a friend. And then I was also going to show up for them in whatever way that they needed me. And then I also went through my phone and I looked at every single contact that I had. And I said, oh, no, this is a friend. This is not a friend. This is an associate. This is not an associate. And I cleaned up a lot of stuff. So then that way I could make sure that the people that I had in my life, they're here because I want them there. They're here because I want them here. And I want to point out that a friendship audit is not about cutting people out of your life. It's about making sure that you have the quality of friends that you need and want in your life, that you have the right friends around you that you can do life with. And you want to release some of these relationships or these friendships that are, causing you to feel stuck or stagnant in your life. So this way you can receive more of what you want. And listen, you have to release in order to receive, and that applies to every aspect of your life. So I created a resource for you called the Friendship Audit. And inside, you're going to find questions that will support you with evaluating your friendships. Simply go to BeFreeProject.com/friendship audit. You'll also find that link inside of the show notes. Now, I want to leave you with this. Who you have around you is important. And you want to have friendships with women that light you up inside. You want to have friendships with women that match your energy. You want to have friendships with women who are also doing their inner work and who are on a personal growth journey. No, their journey doesn't have to look like yours, but you want them to be doing their work, whatever their work is. You deserve amazing friendships just like me. And now is the perfect time to audit your friendships. So make sure you click the link in the show notes so that way you can download your free friendship audit today. All right. And then the best place to begin to find your forever friends is inside the BeFree Inner Circle. So make sure you head over to BeFreeInnerCircle.com to learn more about my amazing community of positive, like-minded women all over the world who are doing their personal growth work and building real and genuine friendships. Again, head over to BeFreeInnerCircle.com, hop on the wait list. That way you don't miss out when the doors open. All right, so I'm not going to give you a journal prompt this week because you have a lot of questions inside of the friendship audit. So again, make sure you download that so you have access to it. Your affirmation this week is, I am good enough to have great friends. Okay, now I want to shout out my coffee giver of the week, which is Linda Mallory. She bought me 5 coffees. Thank you, Linda. She's also a member of the BeFree Inner Circle. You've heard her here on the podcast many times. And I want to say before I read the comment that she left, she has built some amazing friendships within the BeFree Inner Circle. 2 women in particular, Shauna and Jeanette, they have a podcast together. They have a beautiful friendship. And I believe they met through the BeFree project when I used to have a Facebook group, but they met through my work, which is absolutely amazing. So it warms all the pieces of my heart that I am seeing friendships happen in real life. And Linda is one of those people who she is truly doing the work that I've been teaching her for years and years and years. All right. So she says, Happy New Year, Siobhan. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much for my birthday wishes too. Cheers to a great new year. You are so welcome, Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you too can treat me to a cup of coffee if you're inspired by my work. If this podcast episode or any piece of my work has inspired, encouraged, or motivated you in any way, you can treat me to a cup of coffee, and you can find that link in the show notes. Lastly, if you loved this episode, text it to your friend and say, hey girl, hey, I want you to listen to this, download this friendship audit so we can do the work together to make sure our friendship is starting off this year where we want it, and then have a whole discussion around it. I would love for you to share this episode on Instagram and tag me at BeFree Project or Siobhan Sudbury. I would love to see it. And then lastly, I want to inspire as many women as I can. I would love for you to leave me a 5-star review with a sentence or two about what you thought of today's episode. And until next time, girl, be free. And now I want to personally invite you to join the BeFree Inner Circle waitlist. That's right, the doors are currently closed. However, I want you to head over to BeFreeInnerCircle.com, add your name and email address to the list, and when the doors open, you will be the first to know. This will be your last chance to become a member this year. So again, go to BeFreeInnerCircle.com so you don't miss out.